vitamin, protein rich moimoi or alele. You can check out a video that I have where I tell you in detail how to make it. I think the only difference this time is I will be using some red palm oil, some African red palm oil to this recipe. But otherwise, it should be pretty similar to what I did before. And make sure you add some Scotch bonnet, some peppers, red pepper. It's so pretty and orange in color. It's kind of almost a salmon looking color. And it's nice and thick and I love the smell. Love the orange color with all the peppers, which are loaded with vitamin C and so many vitamins, and the fiber from the beans. I'm kind of excited. I went ahead and put some vegetable oil on the insides of the ramekins so that this batter doesn't stick to it when I try to pour it out. But I also thought, what if I cut some scallions and put it on the base of them so that when you flip the containers over, you get a little bit of green from the scallions. So that's not very traditional, I don't think, but I'm going to try this. I'm also going to add a little bit of tuna. I could bake it, but I actually personally prefer it steamed. I just love the texture when it's steamed. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to steam them in a small layer of water in a pot and cover it up. And steam it for probably about 45 minutes to an hour. The steamed version in the ramekins. Ooh, can you see the steam? I can't wait to flip it over to see if it looks really nice. Eat this with a stew, you can eat this with rice, you could eat this with bread, you could eat this with a salad, and it's completely guilt-free. You could see a little bit of the cooked scallions in there, so it did show up really nicely. Maybe not as bright as I thought, which is why I thought to garnish it with fresh scallions also. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. You want to see me cut into it? Let's see. So it's moist and, you know, a little bit dense, but that's how it should be. Moist and dense, and considering, you know, there's no flour in this. This is just the beans. I like the texture. So I'm gonna taste it and tell you. You're just gonna have to trust me. Okay. Scotch bonnet. I get you. I get you. I get you. Scotch bonnet. And all the seasoning. The onions. I'm even going to try it with a little bit of this red sweet pepper because this is not hot. So I decided to use some of the leftover batter that I had from the moimoi or alele, which is what Hausa people call it, to make aara. Hausas call it kose. So you're going to take about a tablespoon amount or more, and we're just going to spoon it into some medium hot oil. Perfect. Some people like theirs dark, some people like theirs not as dark, and I'll do another batch so you can see. Yes, it is so delicious. I've already had one or two, and oh my god, the flavor of the beans, the peppers, the onions, the seasoning, you really got to try it. It is delicious. So I'm so happy that I did take a risk, and well, it's not really a risk, but I wasn't planning on doing it, but I'm really happy that I did, and I know the kids are going to enjoy it. So this has been my typical breakfast lately. This is granola cereal. I love this granola. It's got like fruit and nuts and crunchy clusters. Yeah, this is my favorite brand. And I'm just having this with some almond milk. And here is my cup of hot ginger tea. I stopped putting sugar in it or even honey, nothing, just the ginger tea. So this has really helped me start my day off right and aid in my weight loss. All right, just want to show you what I'm wearing. So back to that suit life. My jacket, dress, can't really see, can you? But this jacket can't close properly, and to think this jacket used to fit me well. So my goal is to get to the point where this jacket can fit. I am not buying larger clothes. No. She's going to have to fit into this one way or another. So I got my cabbage. We've got a lot of cabbage here with all the antioxidants and fiber, some onions, tomatoes, carrots. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to put a little bit of organic coconut oil because I've stopped using vegetable oil, trying to be healthier. And it works just as well and is so much healthier. Gonna put it to the side and add a can of tuna for some protein. I don't feel like anything heavy, so this looks a little bland right now, but I'm gonna add some sriracha. Bam! Sriracha. Put a little ziggy zaggy there. That'll give it some flavor, and we can add some no seasoned salt, but like seasoning that has no salt in it. So that's garlic powder. Gonna add some paprika because she's got to have some flavor, and then we mix it all up and we're good. I'll let this cover and steam for a little bit. And right there, that's a healthy meal. With the kids, I'm going to give them some rice too. All right. So, and right here, Kenton made some sauce, dipping sauce. I'm not going to have any myself because it's got fish sauce in it, which is a little salty. But it's fish sauce, a little vinegar, apple cider vinegar, or you can use rice vinegar, some sriracha hot sauce or fresh chili powder or pepper paste, and let me see what else, garlic and some sugar. So that's what usually makes most Asian sauces. So let's get the filling into the wrapper. This is rice paper that has been wet with some water, so it's now soft. We're going to add that to that, roll it, and eat. So I'm just going to take a little bit, not too much, and we're gonna fold it over. Usually the filling, as my son pointed out, is usually cold. Usually most restaurants it's cold, something cold, but you can definitely improvise and make something yourself. Why not? So there you do. You got your nice healthy little. So this is what the rice paper looks like. You've probably seen this in Asian supermarkets. Vietnamese rice paper. It's really easy. You just take it out. It looks like this. It's kind of firm, stiff. And then you put it on a plate with some water on the plate. So there's water on here. And you let it soak up the water. And that's what softened it. So there's no cooking involved. You just soften it with the water for a few minutes. Let it sit. And then you get this. So this is what happens. It becomes more elastic and thin and pliable. So let's make a second one. And you can also eat these with lettuce leaves. Wrap it in lettuce leaves. So the filling is definitely not Asian in any way. It's just something I came up with right now. So you notice I folded the bottom and then roll it. That way it doesn't fall out. And it automatically sticks to itself without falling apart. See that? Beautiful. There you go. Got my 2. May 2nd, 2017. This is breakfast. This is just some plain oatmeal. Plain oatmeal with cinnamon and nutmeg without milk. It will be about 150 calories per serving. Because I added milk and I did add a teeny bit of sugar, it is probably about 200 calories, which is still not bad because there are breakfasts from fast food that are twice that amount. Alright, so I'm just going to have my oatmeal, and this is coarsely chopped oatmeal, and also about half a banana. So half a banana, not more than half a banana. And I'm just going to slice this on here. Now, if I wanted a little bit more pizzazz, because I just want a little bit more flavor or more sweetness to it, what I do is I add a little bit of my favorite jelly or jam, whatever you call it. So I have what this is apple butter. Now you can add whatever you prefer. And this is actually almost finished. I'm just going to pour it on here. Yeah. And it just adds a little bit more flavor. It makes it taste like apple pie in this case. Okay. And I'm going to have my favorite cup. This is my favorite cup. It's porcelain made in England. Bone china, sorry. Bone china. I love china. I love the feel of it. It's so delicate, but yet, you know, elegant. So I'm just going to have my favorite tea at this time, which is lemon ginger. It's got no caffeine in it. It promises not to have any caffeine in it, because I think I've told you before I'm really sensitive to caffeine. Because even when tea says, even when decaffeinated tea, you know, claims not to have caffeine, it does have caffeine. It just has a very low percentage. So that's my breakfast. Basically a hot cup of tea, some oatmeal, a little bit of fruit, and this should carry me till much of the day. I probably won't eat anything till late, you know, today. I don't really eat a heavy lunch. I'll eat some fruit or nuts. So today I feel like this porridge, it's hot porridge made with mung beans. So this is something Kenton grew up with, he said, in his childhood. And I really love it. Love it, love it, love it. It tastes like dessert. It tastes a lot better than it looks. It's made with these green mung beans and coconut milk. It's cooked down with coconut milk and a little bit of sweetener. So it tastes like dessert to me. So I love it. I get to have dessert for breakfast. And it's pretty healthy because all it is really is fiber. A lot of fiber and protein. So that's my breakfast today with, of course, some tea. Hello everyone. Today is Saturday, May what? May 6th, I think. May 6th.
Yeah, May 6th.
Yeah. So we're going for a walk today and gonna go check out this antique store if it's open. Sorry, we're squinting. It's really bright. It's supposed to be raining later today, so we're taking advantage of the nice weather while it's nice. How was your week, honey? How was your week, honey?
It was good with you. It's always good with you.
He's so goofy. Huh? He always knows what to say, right? You don't have to be nice for me. To be honest.
Oh, of course.
Alright, see you later. So we're going across to the store across the street, Scavenger Antiques. And I must warn you, I think the lady in there is a little bit on the eccentric / religious side. So In here, my name is Jacqueline. My name is not Habiba in here. Little antique dolls, all these little, they clearly look real antique. They've been here for a while. Look at her little eyes. Nice. Yeah.
Tell me your name.
My name is Jacqueline. I came here with my kids one day.
Oh, you
it was
did?
really hot and we came in and we looked around. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I liked your stuff, so we came back. I told you I would come back, I would bring my husband. Yeah, I liked all these little miniatures. Look at these. They're beautiful. I love these because I cook a lot, and so I like anything that reminds me of the kitchen.
Oh, I like
Look at that. It's tiny.
How old are your children, Jacqueline?
They are, let's see, I have a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 14-year-old.
Well, you must have been a baby when they were born.
No, I wasn't a baby. I feel like I was, but no.
It's a good thing and obtains favor with the Lord. So, if God gave you favor with Jacqueline, didn't he? And then he says, live happily with the wife God gives you all the days that you live on, that God gives you on this earth. She is your reward for all your earthly toil.
And these were for baking back in the day. Look at these.
Oh, is that what those are?
Yeah, bake cakes in these. This reminds me of my grandmother, old lamp. And look at these little dolls. They're made out of felt. Have a lot of personality. I'm not sure I like it, but they have a lot of personality. Okay, and let's see. You can kind of see me in here. It's for hanging clothes or coats. And this is real marble. Yeah. An old shoe horn to keep your shoes in good shape. This is pretty. Put little small decoration on there. That's really nice. This is obviously Oriental. Yeah, look at what I was saying here. They have these old Coca-Cola bottles. They still have Coke in them. I wonder how old these Coke bottles are. Ma'am, how old are the Coke bottles?
Oh, that is a joke question. Which is how we do it.
Pepsi back in the day.
He's the man.
It says Newborn, North Carolina. Collector's item.
They could be different. You know,
I wonder if they taste the same. Lady was telling me that she was born in the 1950s and that these used to be about 5 cents back then. Not crazy. This one actually says, what, 17 cents back when they started bringing out plastic. Anyway, I like this chair, honey. You know, I would never buy secondhand furniture that's got upholstery on it, but this has no fabric. So this is pretty safe and it looks pretty solid. Yeah, I love antiques that are in pretty good shape. What do you think? Here's some spooky dolls playing. This one's got a big ass head. Look at her shoes. She's been walking in those shoes for years. Set of silverware. Real silver. $85 for this. It's not bad. Not bad. If you like that kind of thing. You know, this reminds me of my grandpa, these big round ones for eating soup. And here are your teaspoons and dessert spoons, soup spoons, salad or dessert, your real meal or your main course. I love modern architecture, but there's still something magical to me about things made in the past. So I still really appreciate dishes and china from the past. This is actually an American brand. I really love old things that remind me of my grandparents, even though I still love modern architecture and everything modern. I guess I like different styles, you know. Look at this old doll. I remember seeing these when I was a little girl from old books. I don't know. I think what's nice is that we don't have to put ourselves in a box. This one's really old. This one is definitely from the past. Look at her foot. This looks like some of the dolls you see in horror movies. She's stuffed, and her feet are made out of usually porcelain or glass. Hey, Canton, check out this spooky doll. Look, look, look. This one. That one's a real old doll. Look how they made them back then. Like something out of a horror movie. What is wrong with this doll? What the hell is wrong with her arm? But this is a nice Asian Oriental chair. You can see that. But look at this jacked up doll. Let me fix her arm. Spooky doll. So I told you I wasn't kidding, right? The lady in there was interesting.
It's nice.
Well,
nice lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
She kept telling us how God loves us.
it's nice to hear
Do
that.
we know the Lord and Jesus?
Hey, I have to give a donation, so that's perfectly fine with me.
Anyway, we're going now to look at some plants. You know, we should all go grow a garden.
Sustainability.
Sustainability. We all need to know how to take care of ourselves a little bit more instead of relying on commercial supermarkets.
The government.
So I would love to grow some tomatoes and maybe some peppers, onions. Yeah, just a few things like that. It's so nice out. Veggies, herbs. Ooh, exciting. Exactly what I'm looking for. So I prefer buying seedlings like this instead of seeds. So they've already sprouted. It's easier to start a garden. You have your paisley, some basil. Here's some pepper plants. I know my plants, you know, because I grew up in Africa. Tomatoes. They have lots of options. Might look dark going this way. Looking for Canton. I don't see him. He went to get his shopping cart. Ooh, pots. Let's go look at the pretty pots. I think it's such a blessing to be able to have a backyard. Right now we only have a small patio, but I look forward to a time when we'll have a backyard. And even if you don't, you can definitely plant, you know, some edibles in some of these pots. Just get one big one or two big ones instead of having multiple little ones. All right, where is my husband? Ooh, what are these? Camellia. Oh, these make some nice white flowers, fragrant flowers. And of course here are your ferns. Indoors. And look at these garden decoration. Aren't they amazing? $50 for one, but they're pretty large. And your wind chimes. Indoor plants. Maybe some of you recognize these. Oh, I've always wanted one of these. This fiddle leaf fig. Look how big and gorgeous she is. Ooh, you see these in California a lot. Here's another one. Right next to some cactus, a miniature cactus. And I remember these growing up. These are pretty hardy. And here are your succulents, assorted succulents. These are also pretty hardy. They don't need a lot of care, just some sunlight. And I love these. Whenever I think of my childhood, the big elephant ears, I like these. Look at these, they're huge. Big leaves. Here's the other variety with the thick bases. All right, I think I see Ken cross there somewhere. There he is. Hey, honey. What you got? Okay, so we got our one pepper plant.
No, that's sweet basil.
Oh, that's basil. Oh, yeah, that's basil.
Yeah.
And here's a tomato plant.
You want me to get a hot pepper plant?
Yeah, sure. I think I want some thyme also. Thyme goes well with any kind of meat or fish. So this little plant's $5.
Man, that's what this one is.
All right, let me smell it. All right, so we got our little babies right here in the bag. It doesn't look like much, but this will grow to be big. I should come sit next to her and ask her my fortune. Here, honey. She's even someone tied a scarf on her.
Right.
She's got a nice hat. She's clearly a white woman. I think she's a white woman because I'm looking at her nose. Don't you think? You don't think she's a black woman?
No idea.
But you think she's Mexican?
I think she's stoned. That's what she
She's
is.
stoned. I don't know what she's stoned on.
Cement, yeah.
All right, baby girl. See you later. See, we're not the only ones walking. Everybody walks a lot out here, which I love. All right, so we're gonna go home and make some salad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make some Asian inspired spicy salad with some blanched vegetables. It's gonna be colorful and tasty. So can't wait to get home. So lots of veggies. And of course, some mushrooms and sauteed onions. So this is actually what the Korean bibimbap looks like. Bibimbap. I'm not saying that right, but it's pretty similar. They add a lot of vegetables and to some rice. Okay, I'm gonna add the sauce to the veggies.